The F-15 can reach a speed of Mach 2.5 and has a range of 2,878 miles. This range can, of course, be drastically extended with the assistance of mid-air refueling tankers. An F-15 can be outfitted with 3 external tanks, meaning that its range can be boosted to 3,450 miles. These birds have a ceiling of 60,000 feet. The F-15 Eagle, a fourth-generation supersonic air superiority fighter, has been a cornerstone of the U.S. Air Force since its first flight in 1972. Known for its speed, maneuverability, and impressive kill record, the F-15 has been instrumental in overcoming advanced Soviet air defenses. Despite the emergence of more advanced fifth-generation jets like the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II, budget constraints and manufacturing issues have kept the F-15 in service far longer than planned. The introduction of the F-15EX Eagle II, a fourth-generation plus variant, was meant to bridge strategic gaps and keep costs down. However, this new variant is still expensive and less capable than its fifth-generation counterparts. Critics argue that the U.S. should focus on restoring F-22 production and ensuring the F-35's reliability instead of continuing to invest in the F-15. While the F-15 has had a remarkable run, the time has come for the USAF to transition to more advanced and capable fighter jets. Why the F-15 fighter rules. For 40 years, the world's premier fourth-generation supersonic air superiority fighter has been the F-15 Eagle. First having flown in 1972, the F-15 has seen multiple iterations of its model and serves in countless militaries around the world. The F-15 was designed to overcome what had become advanced Soviet air defenses. These birds had far greater maneuverability, speed, range, avionics, and weapon systems than what had preceded it in the third-generation warplane, think the F-4 Phantom. Over the last 40 years, of the United States Air Force's 37 kills, the F-15 has been responsible for 34 of them. These planes, thanks to their electronic countermeasures, speed, and maneuverability, are extremely hard to kill despite the fact that there are today far more advanced, fifth-generation warplanes flying the unfriendly skies. The F-15 specs. Originally produced by McDonnell Douglas, the legendary warplane is today built by Boeing. Depending on the variant, 2 Pratt & Whitney F-100PW 220 turbofan engines, producing a thrust of 23,450 pounds, or 2 Pratt & Whitney F-100PW 229 turbofan engines with afterburners, producing 29,000 pounds of thrust power these fighter jets. The F-15 can reach a speed of Mach 2.5 and has a range of 2,878 miles. This range can, of course, be drastically extended with the assistance of mid-air refueling tankers. An F-15 can be outfitted with 3 external tanks, meaning that its range can be boosted to 3,450 miles. These birds have a ceiling of 60,000 feet. In terms of armaments, the F-15 is truly lethal. There's a reason these birds account for 34 out of 37 of the Air Force's kills over the last 40 years. There is an internally mounted M61A 120mm 6-barrel cannon. 4 AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles with an additional 4 AIM-120 AMRAAMs can be placed on this fighter. The F-15 can even fire an anti-satellite weapon that will destroy targets in low Earth orbit. The purpose of the F-15. These planes were supposed to be retired and replaced by the fifth-generation warplanes that have been flying for the last 30 years. Due to budgetary concerns and, in the case of the F-22A Raptor, manufacturing issues, the military has had to rely on the F-15 far longer than it had planned. Things have gotten so bad with replacing the F-15 with the costly and complex fifth-generation warplanes that Congress won't let the Air Force retire its F-15 fleet as the USAF had originally planned. What's more, an entirely new variant of the F-15 has been ordered and built, the F-15EX Eagle II. This plane is considered a fourth-generation plus bird. Although less capable than the F-35 Lightning II or the F-22A Raptor, the U.S. government has opted to build these systems. The F-15EX Eagle II is essentially a fast missile truck. As for whether these birds can truly dance with a fifth-generation warplane, that is a matter up for intense debate among aviation circles. Oddly, the reason for Congress pushing for the creation of a new variant of the F-15 was to keep costs down while preventing critical strategic gaps from forming in tour Air Force. Yet, the F-15EX Eagle II is honorously expensive. And it is not as advanced as either the F-35 or F-22. Therefore, the F-15 is past its expiration date. The U.S. should not be wasting any more time or money on these birds. Instead, the military should be working hard to restore the F-22 production line while ensuring that the F-35 can fly safely and reliably. The F-15 has had a great run. But time is passing these birds down. They might be helpful in certain situations, but generally speaking, America must move on from them now.